we're all getting really hungry. You can hear all of our stomachs growling and aching at night when we're laying in the shelter. These past few days, I've been really itching for some meat.
The protein we're getting from the mushrooms, that's super crucial, but we need to get more. Mostly meat, really. So I kind of want to set some traps. I'm going to see if I can catch us something to eat. There's a lot of food out here, but it takes a lot of patience and a lot of skill. My passion for survival started in high school when we would take small trips on the Appalachian Trail. I've always been running off and learning my own skills and learning the plants and all the fungi. The good thing about these are hair triggered, so I got a lump it in here. Hopefully the squirrel goes for that. Collapsing the base stick, releasing the topple, and drop the drum. Smack. Dinner. Looks pretty good.
Along the northern shore today, Megan and Bree of Team Charlie look to make contact with their nearest neighbors at Camp Delta.
I'm kind of nervous. Are you nervous? Yeah. It's really just about saying hello, like starting a relationship, check things out, have a conversation.
This nigga give him some pussy, gonna give him pussy. This is unreal. So we just gonna go over there and give him a little monkey. We gonna switch sides. You come fuck, you can come switch sides. Me and to be my wife. Yes. I was gonna say. Oh my god, bro. This shit is unreal.
You almost done with that after root?
Yeah, give me a few more swims.
Hang out, eat, drink, be merry.
Hi, Stephen.
Hello, Charlie team coming in. Permission to enter your camp?
We give you BJs, give you free BJs. Free BJs.
What's the initial thoughts? Damn. Don't interrupt me. Company. Charlie, here. We're all happy where we're at. It's done. We're eating, we're drinking. So let's not get involved in other people's business.
Hi, guys. I promise we're coming soon. We literally just came over to be like, how's it going over here? What's up? I love what you guys did with your home. This looks amazing.
We did good. We did all right. We got fire. I'm a chef, so I've been cooking and making some fun things.
Amazing.
We found some alders, so we're gonna smoke some stuff.
Yeah.
Did you guys hunt? You kill anything yet?
No, we're studying upstairs today. Yeah, we're studying upstairs. We've been observing the squirrels.
They're delicious. We're just whacking them out of the trees. Second day was here, I killed one.
Yeah. It's amazing. I'm excited for you. That's awesome. As Bree and I take a look around their camp, I noticed we are way behind. They had a glorious fire, their clothes hanging out.
These broke ass crackers there. Niggas be broke as shit out here in these streets. It's the way.
How long did it take you guys to do make a fire the first day?
We did not do it the first day. No.
Let's get it all done.
Yeah. Oh, no. Well, we made fire, but then it actually, we are in a really windy spot. It's windy over there. So, yeah. Tell you what, you make it through a night or two without fire. I mean, we just snuggle, we're fine. Yeah. To be honest, it's not that bad.
They gotta be suffering that Team Charlie. I can't even imagine.
There aren't a lot of berries over there. We found like 7, and I was very young, like, I'm fermenting them to make wine.
Hearing what they were going through over there doesn't sound like they have a very solid team.
All right, well,
All right.
we should probably head out. We do have a lot to get done.
They haven't eaten much. They haven't killed any squirrels. They have a very windy shelter area.
Don't be careful.
Don't be careful.
Yeah.
Okay?
We'll be careful.
I feel like we're gonna see another flare in the next couple days. Me too as well.
We will see you guys soon. All right, guys.
You say it. Good
Take
luck.
care.
Them broke ass, broke ass, broke ass. niggas out here, boy. Them bigger burger ass niggas.
A bucket of clams. They brought a bucket of clams with little crab parts everywhere. I love my team, and I would like to think that we can make it. Their reaction, we were like, we didn't have fun with the first night.
Yeah. We don't need to tell them, every night.
But then so we have that fire going. We can't cook food. We can't boil water. We can't eat. And after seeing Delta, I can either just stand by and watch everything that's happening, or I can just start making decisions for myself.
We're gonna break Joey's little heart.
We are. He's gonna be really
I
good.
know, I'm just break it to him gently. We have some tough news for you, Joey.
I don't want to really have a fire, but it's glorious.
It's a glorious fire.
That shit is a damn inferno.
Going to let this whole thing hurt us. We gotta just keep going. We gotta make this happen.
I have faith.
Yeah, what's going on with this shit, bad group? Now you got.
Have breakfast?
Yeah, he hitting that bitch soft and shit today, nigga. Yeah, that's what y'all get. Now use them shitbag cans. Now yeah, fuck with that worthless chump. Cause that's what y'all put y'all faith in. You put your faith in the chumps over the great ones. Keep being great, money Buddha. Just go be great. Fucking be great, nigga. Let these niggas just fucking have these sour ass attitudes cause they're nothing. Cause they amount to nothing and everything they fucking do, they don't know how to win. They're not winners. Fuck out now. Look at that shit, bro. Look at them. They did all that shit. And then look at it. Look at the little dry over there now without Poppy. Without Poppy. And now look too clean over here now without Eric out here doing everything. That's just like I tell you, that shit'll be desolate. As soon as I leave about this bitch turns into dust. Without me, you just like this lady right here, worthless. Talk a good game, and then look at her now. Yeah, you got what you wanted. You the leader now. Lead, bitch. Go and lead, bitch. And you ain't doing shit. You just sitting underneath the white man, just like my worthless mother. Because it take a certain kind of caliber of individual to lead. That's what Poppy was doing. He was leading. He grabbed that shit, and he was trying to command y'all. Y'all might have become the winning team. He might have made y'all the winning team right there, and then y'all gave it right back. Because you want to be like my stupid mother. That's why she fucking where she at. That's why everybody broke. And that's why I'm the money booty. Cause y'all worthless. Y'all don't know how to kill. He tried to kill. Now look at him. Yeah, now go kill something. Go kill something. Now that he talking and shit. Nah, ain't no talking now. Ain't no talking about it. It ain't no talking about it. You gotta be about it, my boy. Now go walk around without the Spanish guy and go capture something by yourself. You worthless piece of shit. Just like how I'm gonna do my damn month. That's the sad part. I'm gonna have to end up doing you the same way. Gonna come to that point where you walk out.
So yeah, it's gonna make me fight another hour. Just keep grinding. There's one squirrel I keep hearing.
You ain't never worked and been a slave like me and went in there, Eric, do this, do that. You gotta take inventory. You gotta do this, you gotta do that, you gotta do that. Oh, okay, we need alfalfa today. Oh, we need asparagus today. You just don't keep coming in there buying the same old plain bag of shit. It don't work like that, my friend. That's why I keep telling you. You say, oh, go unfreeze shit. That's the freezer part of the store. But you gotta have things ready for the customer. At 7 o'clock, the customers are coming in, babe. What are you talking about? You know, because you never worked and you ain't never been a slave. I told you, I asked you that. You ever been a slave? No. Everything just been handed to me with a silver spoon because I'm a girl and I have a vagina. Fuck out of here.
Tonight, we are Alvin.
Now they crying and shit. You should see this shit. Now these niggas crying. Now they done voted the nigga off, and now you gonna be stuck. You don't even know what to do. Now they don't even got fired. These niggas ain't even got fired. Them niggas on there, you got niggas over here don't even got fired. And shit, just like Rick and shit, that's them Rick niggas. You got niggas out here really don't even got fired. Don't even know how to fire, don't got no shelter. Niggas, they out there. Them niggas homeless out that job. I love this show. Look at this shit. Has anybody seen this goddamn show? Them niggas ain't got no fucking fire. Uh oh, hold on. They about to get some fire.
No, I think it needs to go up.
The fire will build right here. All hands were on deck, and it was like a surgery, man.
There we go.
Small little pieces. Just starting with one little feather stick and just slowly piling things on. Yeah. Just let it build. It just caught and caught and caught.
Yeah, I would TP it.
And then it just took off, man. Let's go, dude.
Come on, get smoke up my face. A miracle has happened here today.
It's so hot. It's so hot. It's burning me.
It's feather sticks.
Let's go.
It's the pick. It's the right order of fuel. And that is
Freaking Bruce Springsteen style, baby.
Where's Bree?
Great! We got fire!
They went over to the other place and seen what the other people were doing. That's how humans work. That's why I try not to show people shit. Because once they see it, they can achieve it. You see what I'm saying? Whether they know or not. And that's why I hide a lot of shit for that reason. Because y'all, if I put that shit out there, y'all see that shit, next thing you know, you niggas try to be like Money Boo. That's why y'all see, I don't show y'all nothing. Y'all be staring at the ceiling half the time, bitch. Fuck out of here. You niggas not worthy. You niggas, we don't have enough class participation yet for me to be bringing you niggas into the highest fold of the Illuminati. You see what I'm saying? I'm a fucking high level Mason, nigga. You niggas be at the lobby. We be talking in the lobby for real. All the time. I meet y'all down at the lobby and we talk here.
Away from Charlie Camp unnoticed. Bree has chosen not to approach Delta, the nearest camp, but instead has opted to travel the 12 kilometers to the opposite side of the bay in hopes of finding a team or a need an additional player.
Oh, damn.
She's the first player to attempt the journey between the north and south shores of the bay.
2 nights ago, we saw Alpha Team shoot a flare. So I'm heading that direction. They have one less person doing labor. Maybe they need help. And also, if I went to Delta or Bravo Team, you have to consider that the prize money is going to be split 5 ways instead of 4. So I don't know if they will accept me, but Alpha Team only have 3 members on their team. And we only have 24 hours to find a new team once we leave our team. So I am fully committed to this jaunt. There is no turning back. I already left. I know I have to get to those teams, and I'm not turning around.
The biggest issue that we're dealing with right now would be getting some real girthy food, like getting some actual food in our bellies. Yeah, buddy. These little mud crabs. They're fine for now, but like colder weather is on its way. The more varieties of food that we can find and stuff to eat, it's just gonna better our chances of staying out here longer. 29 crabs and 2 rocks. That's not bad. Oh my gosh. I know Sammy's getting a little sick of them, but it's nice to have something. something. Catching the mouse in my pipe deadfall is a great little mental boost, you know. Looks really appetizing. Thank you, buddy. I'll eat all of you. Nature provides absolutely everything you need if you have the primitive living skills and experience. And that's all we need right now to get through all the way to the end. It's nice and clean.
Sammy is all around just like valuable asset to have.
Dude, this looks good. Like, the last thing I wanted is a mouse, but right now, that looks really good.
He knows what he's doing. And also, he is a great team player. Willing to step up for the team.
Dude, that's so good. Oh my god.
Wow.
A little bit of red meat. Oh.
Good job, Sammy.
Hey, Joey, you gotta come here. Yeah, she's gone. I'm pretty sure she's gone. What do you mean? Bree.
You noticed their stuff was gone?
No.
So, not surprising, we all knew this was coming.
Man, to lose an extra pair of hands, especially at this stage, where we have so much that needs to be done, it makes a difference. Like, every drop in the bucket counts, man.
The one thing, though.
Yeah.
How would she have established communication with any other team without us knowing? Like, how do we know she's been accepted by another team?
But maybe that's what she's doing right now. After we went to Delta, I get Bree starting to wonder, should I jump? Because we're struggling.
She's playing the game like anybody else.
We are all definitely feeling the fatigue of little sleep, little water, no food.
I think everybody's
I
starting
think the thing she doesn't realize is that she's part of the struggle. I mean, where's the fire starting from her? Where's the bow hunting?
Yeah.
She's gonna have to go on the road show and sell herself. And I will say, she's darn good at selling the skills she has. I haven't seen all of them, but
But let me say this.
Yeah.
I think she's taking a risk in going over saying, will you please take me? So if she's rejected, her only choice is to come back here or yeah, keep asking around. I'm not taking her back, guys.
oh, no. We all have choices. But I do hope she's an excellent flare out.
Okay, let's get to work.
Yeah, echoes.
They're almost on the same side of the water as Alpha and Baba. Finally.
To the west, Bree has rounded the Gulf of the Bay on her 12-kilometer hike.
What a haul.
I took a really big risk and I put myself in a very vulnerable situation.
In order to make it to the nearest camp on the South Shore, she still has an additional 7 kilometers to travel and is starting to feel the effects of the grueling hike.
I left Charlie with no food and no water, and I knew that this would be strenuous. I would get just winds of exhaustion. My heart rate would just skyrocket. I could feel it just pounding, and I could hear it. I could hear my heart pounding in my ears. And so at this point, I am getting extremely thirsty, and so the entire time I'm only thinking about water. I'm looking for water sources, and I heard this little stream, and so I looked over,
Yes.
and I saw just enough water coming down through some moss to drink.
I'm gonna help you out.
Yes.
This might be bad for me. I'm gonna do it. I won't know if I could get sick from this or catch a disease from a dead animal upstream. But it's really clear. It's moving water. If this makes me sick, I don't regret it. So I think it's time to go.
The sun is rapidly going down and it is getting colder.
The last half mile, I'm so tired. I'm just tripping over everything.
My concern right now is that I don't know if I can make it over to Alpha Team. So I know that Bravo Camp is much closer. And all that I can think about is please take me in. I'm homeless.
Hi.
Oh, what's going on? Is it Brianna?
It is. How was your name?
Sammy? Yeah. Where'd you come from?
Charlie Camp. Across the water. Hi.
Across the water.
Yeah.
What?
All around there. Really? Yeah.
Hey, we got a visitor. Come check it out.
Bree tells us she has walked all the way from Charlie Camp to us. I didn't even know you could do that.
Well, you've been hiking all day, probably.
Yeah. I'm exhausted.
Damn. You need some water?
Yeah, that was amazing. Oh, thank you so much. I
Yeah.
appreciate that.
You could just tell she was genuinely exhausted. And I'm like, oh my god, girl, let's get you taken care of. Come in, sit down. It was such a shock, but I was super excited to see her.
Brianna, did you leave your team for good, or did you just go on a walk?
Oh, no, I work. I've had a couple of probably 100 calories this week. And I
What have y'all been eating?
They didn't have fire for 5 days.
I told y'all. Charlie didn't have fire.
Everyone else in the team has been probably preparing.
I think you made the right decision what you did. I mean, if you're not ready to bounce out, totally respect that.
I don't want you to feel pressured if you guys are wanting to have me.
I think we should definitely have a team meeting about it real quick.
Okay.
Can you imagine how bad the morale is over there?
That's great news for us.
Yeah.
Great news for us. I mean, I think we're pretty set on not having a fifth.
I'm pretty firm on it too.
I know the reality of the situation that I'm in. So if I'm forced to fly out tonight, that would just that would suck. We're here today, we're happy, we're everybody's ready to go, and
Top priority is finishing the shelter.
I'm gonna keep working on the shelter.
We gotta seal it.
Yeah.
We froze our ass off.
That just was not a good night.
What's next is to prep. We need a really good shelter that stays warm, all night.
The only thing I'm really thinking for Jimmy is trying to fill in this gap right here. Try to push it back, just leave it back covering so when the smoke comes up, it'll come up that rock.
We need to keep that fire going. Look up the house. Oh, it's fine. Look, the house.
Now that we're down to 3, we're still cooperative and communicating. I'm not afraid of this at all. We can win.
I trust Zach and Trey. They take me for who I am. That's cool. I work hard. I do my job. Zach has a good head on his shoulders. With him as the leader. We got this.
It's day 8 of the game. And with Alpha Team already down a player, an injury has put Alpha Team at risk of losing another teammate.
I hurt my little neck so bad. When I fell on my back, I knew I heard it. Tight so bad. I
just didn't really know how bad.
Oh, Lord, why?
As soon as I tried to get up, then I realized that, you know, my worst fears were coming true.
It's just tightening and tightening and I can feel it tightening and I can feel it spasming down my neck. This is bad. Coming from a big guy who fights professionally, I mean, he's used to get kicked, punched, dropped, choked out. For him to say he's in excruciating pain and he can't move, you know, it's pretty damn bad.
Up shore, Reese time is renowned to join the team.
We gotta talk fast because if Bree needs to go to Alpha, we gotta give her a fair chance of getting there.
And her fate lies in the hands of Team Bravo.
I'm pretty firm on that, I'm not gonna lie. I don't want a fifth person. I don't know how you guys feel.
I'm pretty firm on it too.
I personally really need the money too, and like splitting it with the fifth person is just a lot.
But she seems like she has a lot of motivation, a lot of experience. She took this initiative to make this trek by herself. That's really admirable.
I think we're pretty set on not having a fifth. I'm super problems.
You know, that's always a hard thing, like, especially when it comes to a good person like her, but
Our dynamic is built around 4 people.
you're increasing that chance for that person to hold back your team.
Yeah.
And so I'm being 100% honest
That's
right
fair.
now. I
No,
actually
want
really
to
do.
be 100% honest. Well, that's why I wanted to speak my truths too, because from my perspective, it would be nice to have another girl on the team. It's wearing on me. Like, I feel kind of outnumbered. I mean, I am outnumbered in a lot of ways.
Emily, like, we definitely don't want a fifth person right now.
Sometimes I do feel like, yeah, my ideas are listened to in a half-hearted way and pushed aside.
And the good thing is Alpha does take her. Who says we can't go to Alpha 3 days a week and hang out, so you had some girls that can go?
I mean, it's okay.
But I was hoping that they would change their minds.
The tide is coming up. Sun's going down. It's going to be really difficult to get to Alpha. Maybe they'll welcome her with open
I'm
arms.
hoping they do.
But to me, it's
But
like,
if they don't,
Yeah.
If they don't.
I'm so nervous right now.
agreed?
So, we respect the shit out of you. I've liked you from day one, like from being on the boat without you even talking, like nothing. Like I've already decided that I like you.
Thanks.
I think you'd be a valuable player, and I would love to bring you on. I think we would all love to bring you on. I know Emily would really love to have another female on the team.
Yeah.
But I think as a group, we don't want to add that another dynamic to the team. We're rocking over here with 4 people. So.
Totally understand.
It just so happened right before we got here, we're like, we definitely don't want a fifth person right now.
I said the opposite. I said it would be really nice to have another girl on this team, personally. But, like, nobody seems to be concerned about what I think.
The boys on Bravo team was so hard set against having a fifth person on the team.
Emily was absolutely pushing for me to stay.
But I knew that one opinion of one person wasn't going to get me on the team.
So, because the tide is coming up, and you guys just said
It is a bitch to get to Alpha at
it's
high
going to be
tide.
a
The woods is a bad walk that way.
sun's going to be going down. Could she stay here tonight?
I'm so cool with that.
I'm cool with that.
Okay. Give her a chance.
chat with Alpha tomorrow.
Yeah, you've walked a long way. We're happy to feed you and give you some water.
Thanks, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
When they told me that, it was such a relief. Emily was just really kind to bring up a sleepover with them. And I didn't know if I would have a shelter to survive out here through the night.
I really
For sure.
appreciate it.
I'm excited to have you.
Thank you.
Sleepover.
I'm excited, everyone. I would love a sleepover.
This doesn't secure my position on this game board, but we only have 24 hours to find a new team once we leave our team.
If you just like basically follow us around, you can kind of see that's all. Yeah.
So the clock is ticking, and I'm nervous about what the following morning is going to bring. I am nervous, obviously, but you know what? We have a good dynamic going.
That's funny. I think they'll take you in. I really think
I
so.
hope so.
I know what
I wish I could freaking kiss you. I thought we were hugging for a second. Oh my
I'm so
god.
glad we got to meet you.
Yeah, exactly. That was a flare. Alpha just shot a flare.
Yeah.
Blair! Blair! Oh, there it is!
Joey, you saw Blair?
I saw a flare. I don't know where it came from.
Oh, shit. That was a flare. I just heard it. That smell, yeah. I want to see the fireworks show.
Who was it?
I think it was Alpha that flared.
A flare from Alpha?
I think she was going Alpha, dude. Is it Bree?
It wouldn't be karma if she was rejected and had to flare out. Yeah. Namaste, honey.
Pretty sure she went to Alpha. They're down to 3.
I mean, she was my flower.
To find another team.
Which way you think? This way. I heard it from you.
Oh my goodness gracious. Now who was on Alpha?
Zach. Well, let you here. Everybody get you out of here.
Yeah. Who's that? That I would help you with
When somebody makes a conscious decision to leave our team, that's one thing. But when the decision is forced by a physical injury, then that is way more devastating than being able to come to the place where you're good with your choice.
Health is more important than the game. That's the end of the game.
Take care of your wife and your babies, that's what counts.
I have to tell my wife. I spent all this time away from you and the kids, and I have nothing to show for it. I let my team down by doing something reckless. It's hard enough to survive when everybody's healthy. It would be more of a detriment of me staying there and them having to take care of me. It's going to be very, very difficult, just the two of them. But I still believe in my team, and you know, I hope and I pray that they can.
What a twist.
This is the worst timing ever. I don't want to go to Team 2. So here I am. I'm supposed to be going to Alpha to plead that they'll have me on their team, but we saw Alpha team shoot a flare. So they are now down to 2 people. And yeah, I think that helps with my chances of getting accepted, but it also means they aren't that strong of a team. And that is very scary.
All I know is we're down to 14. You're saying there's a chance? Go, baby.
Wow, they are celebrating a win. Is that true? That has to be true.
Wow, I wonder if they think it's you.
Man, Alpha team's dropping like
Yeah,
flies.
I don't know if we can yet.
Trying to turn, so I don't think they doing too bad.
Feels weird to be that excited about somebody's misfortune.
Going in to hear everyone cheer is set in my mind that, you know, these people may not be here to play a decent game, so it's time to make them regret that they were put against you in the first place. It's time to bring the dog out, and we got to bring that fight.
They're starting to lead.
Man, murder!
36. What are you talking about? What you talking about? Yeah.
You ready? Come over. 1, 2, 3, go. Let's just ready.
exert some energy cutting bigger logs.
Yeah.
But we're only making, what, 2 cuts?
2 cuts, yeah.
And be able to burn wood all night long.
That's the smartest thing that you thought of, like just sliding the wood instead of chopping. I'm with it.
Yeah.
I don't take naps at home, man. But like out here, I don't have the nutrients or stuff to replenish all that movement I do.
Or I'm gonna have to slow it hell down.
Yeah.
You gotta want it though.
Yeah.
I want it
I
bad.
want it. My family needs it big time. I have put my mom in a nursing home, so
Oh, what if she got?
she's in stage 5 dementia. Yeah.
Oh, that's cruel. I'm sorry.
Yeah. You know, my mom has dementia. I moved her in with me, and it's a debilitating disease, so she's only going to get worse.
She's still knowing.
She still kind of is aware of what's going on, and when she catches moments of realizing what she's going through, she just breaks down and cries, and that breaks my heart. My concern is, when she gets less mobile, I'm not going to have the physical strength to help get her around. So that's where I'm going to have to hire somebody to come in, and that shit ain't cheap. Winning this would give me the financial ability to hire the home help that I need. I made that promise to my mom, and I plan on keeping it.
How's Shem doing? You alright?
Yeah, he's just kind of chilling in there. I figure, well, I'm not going to bother him. I ain't mad that he wants to take some time to himself.
Yesterday, I finally had to put my foot down. He about that damn log across the bottom of it and rolled up. I told him I wasn't gonna do it. Hey, this is happening.
Sometimes that's what you gotta do. Chef, at first it was like, yeah, it's false, this chef, we can ignore it, but it's like, it's starting to seem like every day is a problem.
So when he had a logistic fit,
I was just like, man, I'm a grown man, I'm gonna go walk away. Mountain Man is a fireman, like, he does this all the time. He the one came up with the great idea about chopping down big logs and just pushing them in there instead of hacking at little logs all day, cutting them into small pieces, feeding the fire all night. But long story short, Mountain Man just took the initiative and got the fire back going. And being that it wasn't done Eric's way, he undid it purposely. And I was just like, bro, what?
we didn't have to start the whole thing over again.
Well, you interrupted me, so I did.
You're doing it wrong.
Either way, it's gonna work.
I had it fixed.
Did you? If I needed help, I would have asked.
Have I let the fire die yet?
It's every day is just something new with him. He throws tantrums when things don't go his way.
When I'm doing something, just let me do it, all right?
All you do is burn up little twigs there and it's gonna blow up your face and you lose your cold.
Bro, you don't see what you're doing?
Sitting here against a tree watching you lose the fire.
Go get us some squirrel, dude. Isn't that what you're out doing?
He acts like he knows a lot to kind of force his way and his opinion around. And people are starting to catch him. Like, bro, you all over the place. Like, just chill. Agreed.
We're gonna get settled in here pretty soon. We approved our doors. We have fire fully going. And hopefully tonight will be warmer than last night. We're gonna use that one on that side. I think we're very excited.
Do you know that we had a surprise when she left?
With Bree leaving,
I think she's acting her age. But the 3 of us decided we're fully committed to getting through this together.
you know what? I mean, we probably are the underdogs right now, but I know keep moving forward.
I am able to
So you can't cover up for
this
them.
positive attitude.
Don't cover up for these people.
I've been through 7 summits, the highest peak on every continent, and I tell you what, when there's a negative,
Do not cover for these people, bro.
it is infectious.
Let them fucking fall.
When you remain positive, that's how you
That's the problem. I be covering. I could be covering for the dead weight. Just be covering for the dead weight. That'd be the problem. That'd be the problem. Maybe be coming for the deal. Let's go on the Starbucks. Losers, bro.
If you're sharing a hotel room with friends, you're also sharing a bathroom and a mirror and a tiny hairdryer. Get an Airbnb and get more space.
You're gonna be the handsomest wedding guest.
I look amazing. I feel like I can do anything. Move over her, Dad. Wow.
Can he do that? Of course he can. Look at his outfit.
TCP and UDP. Layer 5, or the session layer, is our control layer. We're tunneling information or setting up communication between one device and another. Layer 6 of the OSI model, or the presentation layer, is commonly associated with encryption. If we're communicating to a web browser over an HTTPS or encrypted communication, then we're working at OSI layer 6. And lastly, the web browser that we're viewing and the information that's on our screen is able to be shown to us thanks to OSI layer 7, or the application layer. Another practical view of the OSI model can be seen in a packet capture application. In this case, I'm using Wireshark to capture data going across the network. And there are 3 windows that you can see in this Wireshark communication. The view at the top is the summary view. Each line that's within that summary view is showing us one frame that's going across the network. At the bottom of the screen is a hexadecimal and ASCII representation of that data. But where we want to focus is the middle window, which is the detailed window. In this detailed window, we can see each part of this communication broken out into the separate OSI layers for a single frame. For example, we'll look at this frame number 88 that's currently selected. Frame 88 shows us that it's using 2005 bytes on the wire, and that is describing the traffic that is being received at layer 1, or the physical layer. Just underneath that is a line of information showing this is an Ethernet 2 frame. It shows a source MAC address and a destination MAC address, which means that it's referring to layer 2, or the data link layer. To see layer 3 information, we go to the next line, which is showing us Internet Protocol, or IP. We know if there are IP addresses, such as the ones listed.
The first step of winning is you gotta wanna win. You know what I'm saying? You gotta wanna win. You can't be a fucking loser. Everybody around you can be losers, but you are the one who wanted to be the winner.
429 as the source, and the destination.
Don't be a loser.
The HTTPS
Keep
protocol
winning.
using port
Do what winners do,
all of those TCP
which is win.
communications are occurring
It's very
at layer
simple.
4, or the transport layer.
Niggas are losers. That's what they do. That's what losers do. Losers like to pout, quit. You know what I mean? Toss out onto the team. Run out on their own team. Thinking that shit sabotages the team. You as a winner, you gotta keep winning.
Presentation and application layer traffic traversing the network. Each time you use an application or send traffic over the network, you can describe this communication in the context of the OSI model.
You as a winner, you gotta keep winning.
We'll log into Google Mail with mail.google.com, and as we are using the application on our screen, we're using OSI layer 7, or the application layer. If we're sending information back, everything being communicated to this.
You as a winner, you gotta keep winning.
It's being encrypted thanks to the presentation layer at layer 6, which is
Losers
using
grow accustomed to
SSL
being
encryption.
losers.
Layer 5 is the session layer, which is linking together everything above at the presentation and application layer to all of the traffic below that will be traversing the network. And just below that layer 5 is the layer for transport.
Losers get accustomed to losing, and winners get accustomed to winning.
We're probably going to use TCP 443, which means that we'll be using the transport layer to send that TCP data.
Losers like to lose
There's,
and
of
have
course,
loser
IP
lives,
addresses that are used between
and they
your
conduct
workstation
themselves
and
in
the
loser
email
manner.
server. And all
You
of
as
that
a winner, you can't be
information is
operating
occurring
like
thanks to
that.
the
You
IP
gotta operate in a higher
associated
manner. You
with
gotta
layer
be a winner.
3 or the network layer.
You can't be a loser.
All of that TCP and IP traffic is being encapsulated within
You
Ethernet
can't
frames.
conduct yourself
Those
like
Ethernet
losers
frames are being sent
conduct
over the network
themselves.
thanks to layer 2 or the data link.
Losers like to conduct themselves like losers because that's what losers do. You as a winner, you gotta conduct yourself like a winner because that's what winners do. Leave these losers on their own. Very simple. Restart the match, reload in, and play that bitch again, get a new, and bump into some winners. Because there's some winners out there who like to win, who don't like being losers. You got losers who like being losers. They really enjoy that shit. They enjoy being losers. But you got some winners who like being winners. So you gotta drop the losers. Drop them losers in your life.
We're the fluffiest, the fanciest, the start of the romanciest. We're the crafted and Europist, in-store bakedest, goldenest flakedest. It's one single plate and more. We nap the grocery store. Lidl, the superest market.
Getting data moved from one part of the network to the other relies on something called a PDU, or a protocol data unit. Sometimes you'll hear these referred to as transmission units because we're taking a little bit of data and transferring it across the network as a single unit. For example, if we're running Ethernet, we know that Ethernet is going to send everything within an Ethernet frame from one device or MAC address on the network to another MAC address that's on the network. Ethernet, though, doesn't care what's on the inside of this particular frame. It's simply encapsulating all of the data that may be underneath it and sending that across the network. A similar thing happens at the next layer up with layer 3 or the IP layer, where everything within the IP layer is being sent across the network from one IP address to the other. Inside of that IP packet is UDP data, TCP data, or some other type of data. But IP doesn't care what's on the inside. It simply knows that it's moving data across the network from one IP address to another. And where there is a TCP header or UDP header, there's probably going to be a TCP segment, or what we call a UDP datagram within that particular part of the packet. Here's an illustrated view of how this operates at each layer of the OSI model and how data is encapsulated between each one of those parts. For example, let's start with using an application. We're sending data within our application, such as a web browser, and we need to get that data sent from the web server to the web client. That application data exists at OSI layers 5, 6, and 7, or what we will generically call the application layers. To be able to send that application data, we need to transport it across the network using the TCP protocol. So we'll put a TCP header right in front of that application data and send it across using that OSI layer 4 or transport layer. We have to have an IP address that is able to send this TCP data and the application data that might be inside of it. So we need to add an IP header so that we can send information from one IP address to another IP address. And lastly, over Ethernet, we need to have a DLC or data link control layer 2 frame header. And in many cases, there's also a frame trailer to indicate where the end of this frame might be. The layer 2 frame header encapsulates all of the information within. So inside of this frame will be an IP header, a TCP header, and ultimately the application data that we would like to send to the other side of the network. Let's expand this view to show both the sending and receiving device and view the way the network might interoperate with all of this. So there's our application data at OSI layers 5, 6, and 7. On the left side is the source address that's sending this data. And we somehow want to get that application data to this destination device on the other side of the network. We'll start by encapsulating this data by including a TCP header, an IP header, and ultimately the frame header and frame trailer. That information is going to be sent across the network, where it will then be received by the destination device. The destination device, though, needs the application data that's inside. It doesn't need all of this other information, so it will begin decapsulating this information, removing the frame headers, removing the IP header, and ultimately removing the TCP header so that it can then access the application data. And finally, we've been able to transfer this data from the source device through the encapsulation process, the decapsulation process, and finally be able to receive the application data at the destination. Here's another way to visualize how this data is being encapsulated and decapsulated on both sides. We can start with our layer 5 through 7 application data, such as HTTPS, IMAP email information, or SSH terminal screens, where we're then going to take all of that and encapsulate it within some type of layer 4 protocol. This is commonly TCP or UDP. We will then encapsulate the layer 4 traffic within layer 3, which these days is commonly IP traffic. And then finally, layer 2 information on Ethernet, that would be a media access control address or MAC address, and that encapsulates all of this data within it. In previous views of this data, we mentioned that there's header information that precedes the data associated with these layers. And the header information is important because it tells the rest of the data how it should be processed. For example, on layer 4, we have TCP data. And within the TCP header, such as we have here, there's information called a TCP flag. This helps us understand how we can process this data as it's going through the network. This control information is setting bits that are within the header of this packet, and each one of those bits has a particular definition. This means that the device that's receiving this data can interpret those bits and understand how to process the data properly. We call these bits control flags, and we can identify whether a flag has been turned on or turned off, and then decide how these particular flags can affect the data flow. For example, we can look at the flags in this particular protocol decode, and we can see that one flag has been set to 1. That means the data that's contained within this TCP part of the packet is acknowledgement data that has been set. You can see a number of different flags. For example, if the send flag is set, that means that there's a synchronization of sequence numbers that's occurring. If the push flag or PSH flag has been set, it pushes the data to the application without buffering anything else that might be incoming. There's also a reset flag or RST that resets the connection, and a fin flag that designates that this is the last packet that will be sent by the sender. By turning on or off different flags, we can change how a device may interpret the rest of the data that is being sent using that TCP header. Not only are there flags within the TCP or UDP header, there are also flags within the IP header. You can see an example of those flags right here. Most of the flags being used at the IP header deal with the fragmentation of data. There may be times when you want to send traffic across the network, but because of the architecture or design of the network, you're not able to send packets that are very large. In those cases, you may need to fragment the data to be able to get to the smaller size networks. We determine the maximum size that you're able to send using something called a maximum transmission unit, or an MTU. This designates the size of the data that we're able to send through the network without having to fragment any of that information further. The reason we don't want to fragment is that it commonly slows down the overall flow of traffic. And if you can optimize your network communication so that you're not fragmenting, you have a much higher throughput of traffic. This also eliminates the overhead.
Re-rack your weights, you fucking losers, you dirty animals, you fucking heathens. That's why y'all ain't got no money now. Because you don't know how to re-rack your weights. Fucking peons. Fucking peons.
There is something very strange going on in this location, and we've had two realities existing at the same time. What our process is, we receive your story, of course, and the data, the information that you sent, which Chrissy has reviewed and consulted on with a group of experts. But we want to hear your story as well, directly from you, to ensure that we haven't missed anything. So I want to start off by asking you to please tell us what transpired.
Jason Jarowski, bicycle mechanic. I couldn't tell you what it's on, but it could be something extraterrestrial. Most dedicated to bicycle, looking for real repairs, and I consider myself an expert. I usually put 6 hours a night in, from start from 1 a.m. to sunrise. I've seen daytime objects, I've seen objects at nighttime on night vision. The night vision I have is third generation night vision goggles. The military used to use them. They're the best for filming the night sky. You put in the time and effort, you will see something. On January 25th, 2023, at 3:24 a.m., I was outside doing sky watching in my backyard. I was told two bright, bolt-colored objects traveling from left to right across the sky and seemed to be flying around about 40,000 feet in altitude, moving 3-4 times faster than commercial flights. And then something is ejected out of my hand. It looked like a little Tic Tac object that just came out real quick and disappeared. Not sure what it was. I was tracking satellites, and airplanes, and there were no satellites on my tracker when it happened, and there was no aircraft on my phone tracker. I'm actually surprised I even got lucky enough to film something.
I guess I should put it up so you can see me working. Putting on them reps.
Jason submitted a 3-minute, 24-second long video of an object appearing to eject another object. That he filmed on January 25th, 2023 for analysis. So you're very willing for us to debunk it? Yeah. Well, why is that?
Because you just can't call something a UFO and expect it to be extraterrestrial. The truth is more important than calling it something it's not.
And yet, your impression is, based on the data that you gathered, what you witnessed, that it is a UFO.
A UFO, yeah. Could it be extraterrestrial, maybe? That's still up in the air.
So let's go back to the thing that was being injected out of the alleged UAP. That's pretty amazing.
I was watching on night vision, and I thought I saw something get ejected or a flash that came out of it. Then I watched on playback and I was like, holy crap, it's something there that actually came out of it.
Let's show you these.
what you see here? Can you tell me which one you feel is the object or the electric UAP? Well, we're doing some research. One thing we found out looking at traffic and flight patterns, we see that the objects are likely not aircraft. We also searched ADS-B satellite, ISS, and rocket launch data for that date and time and location too, to see if there was anything that was happening or any activity within that region. And we didn't find any comparable data as well. We had no idea what it could be. I have to look at the data that I have. So that's how we came to the conclusion that the objects are likely special place. It was meant to be more special. Why so? Just give us what's on our side. We'll move on. You know, I'm so mad. This is the account of this family. See your wives tonight at 10. See it first on TLC. Hey, Chris. Why are you guys so tree? Well, tree set girls and all. When did Jake? It was Barbie's Black Friday sale was on now. Everything from dreams to beats to Barbies. I gotta give these presents to her all the road. Store. Quick, take a picture. Hey, Netta, take a picture. Whoa. You want this, Chris? I do. Whoa. Get up to 50% off tech, toys, and more. Only at Target. If you're living with HIV, imagine being good to go without daily HIV pills. Good to go binge watch.
This nigga watching TV and shit.
Even later.
You better get the fuck up and get somewhere. Tank, I'm still doing this shit for you, nigga. Get well soon, nigga.
From a healthcare provider, ask you what times of year. Take having a medical insurance agreements, certain medicines that may interrupt. Serious side effects include allergic reactions or post-injection reactions, liver problems, and depression. If these occur, get medical help right away. Tell your doctor about your medicines or supplements, medical conditions, liver kidney problems, mental health, pregnancy, and breastfeeding. Side effect is injection site reaction. With Chattanooga, you're good to go without daily HIV pills. Talk to your doctor about switching. We are always in motion. Readiness. To destinations in life. And a rifle. Sometimes it's sometimes it's a book. Because we live in our space. And we need someone you can trust to go along with you. Not aware of the future leads.
God damn, that bitch hitting. That bitch hitting. That bitch is hitting, my girl. That's a sneak little 2-3 on this elliptical. I hate this shit. It's fucking gay. I think the elliptical be making me gay. If I do that shit, bitch, I'm gonna pick that bitch up, move it, roll it out to the corner. I just thought about that.
We also searched ADS-B satellite, ISS, and rocket launch data for that date and time and location too, to see if there was anything that was happening or any activity.
That fucking elliptical though, shit.
And
How do you stop that bitch though?
comparable data. So we had no idea what it could be. And so then we reviewed the type
Look, people be waking up and shit, they coming down here. And I'm gonna take somebody over here staring at my motherfucking ass. They try to say it's a digital artifact. That ain't no artifact, bitch.
However, because the light levels are so low, the recorded video is prone to artifacting or digital noise. This artifacting is unintentional and can sometimes be mistaken for unexplained objects.
Nah.
I don't think it was a digital artifact.
Yeah.
Because I've never seen that happen before on my equipment. We were talking to that.
Hell yeah, they bullshitting. They try to say it's a digital artifact. They bullshitting, nigga. Ain't no digital artifact. Nigga, they lying like a motherfucker. There wasn't no grainy noise. That shit that something drops from going down, nigga.
Jason, I have a few things I want to unpack with you. You said something that I want to see carved in Mount Rushmore, and it was the truth is more important than calling it something it's not. You are an ideal witness because you bring to the table technical expertise, and you've been questioning it your whole life. I never like to tell someone that something is not a UFO unless they
Man, I'm gonna get on the move that bitch up.
alternative to that explains it. So, in that vein, I have to say that the word unidentified is so hard. To my mind, what you witnessed is
Never mind.
a UFO. Jason has obviously clearly
Motherfucker. Okay, man, I'm over here looking at this shit, dog. I got that motherfucking jump. Motherfucking niggas got they Thanksgiving and shit. I do that. My shit breathe.
As much as I appreciate people who are telling me what I saw the differences, I'm out there every night. I 100% think it's a UFO, and I know what I'm talking about.
Yep, but you're right. And I agree.
Well, we're nearing close to our time in Roswell. And hopefully Jason brings some key evidence. We got some physical evidence that we're looking at.
Yeah, we've had tons of different cases.
Well, in this Roswell, I'm sure we'll wait.
I know.
Hey guys, welcome. How you doing? Thanks for coming, you all. Yeah, we're happy to be here. So, we are hoping to
That fucking Money would look good, but it's not working. Still here, right here was that bump on. Let's just scratch it and go away. I'm gonna exfoliate. Give me some exfoliator. But what else, boys? I'm telling y'all, man, I don't be slacking, bro. This time next year, we in the mansions. We in our next mansion. We already have one mansion. We in our next one. Time for a fucking big mansion party. I mean, I want to say mansion, a penthouse. That's what I want to say. Penthouse. I need that penthouse YouTube life. It's time to get that penthouse. It's money, Buddha. I want the penthouse. I've been a penthouse on my YouTube. I need that shit. What else did I want to say, man? If you don't know, the motherfucking Blancas, they dirty. The other races in cahoots with them. The women in cahoots with them. We at war. We deep behind enemy lines. It's money, Buddha. I'm one of the highest spectral ops that there is. I cannot be killed. I cannot be killed. Nor can I die. Will the gods allow me to die? Will you allow your greatest warrior to fall? Or will you grant me more strength? More strength. See, I still call out to the gods. I still call out to the gods. And to the fate, and to the winds of fate. I'm going to sit ups right now.
special place that was meant to be more special, I don't want stuff. Just get us with others. I don't know. General, I am so mad. This is the becoming purpose. Sister Wives, tonight at 10. See you first on TLC. In the spring of 2008, a became blazing out of the sky and crashed into the banks of the Colorado River. Something fell out of the sky and landed with a thud on the riverbank south of New York. That's when I saw the bright turquoise, blue, green flame, and it was coming directly straight down out of the sky. The choppers arrived only 17 minutes after the object crashed, and a giant sky crane was used to haul the object into the air and away further north. The fact that they were able here the next day, almost like a team, it seemed like that they were doing either some sort of cleanup. What does it say after the choppers in red and black? Was it a spy plane or a drone or something more exotic? And of course, we're calling it a UFO. It is still unidentified. Figuring out what it was is still a tall order. The 2008 UFO had everything. They had local eyewitness accounts. They had scientists and local military that came in, as well as an actual crash site, a place where we could physically go and see if we could find anything that others thought there around. So we had to go and set out our investigation and meet. So the first thing we did when we arrived in Naples, California is met with Brendan Costigan. He introduced us to a local surveyor who had actually surveyed the crash site. So we got maps and the location of the crash site. And so what we did is we took our tools and our metal detectors and we headed down to the crash site. It was a very warm day in Naples. It was July. When we got out of our vehicle, we were about a quarter mile from sand dunes in the heat. The wind hitting us in the face, the sand hitting our eyes. Trying to find
How long has it been since I said I was doing sit up?
military buttons, anything that would show like signs that there were people there because there was nothing. It was just an open, big empty sand field, basically. We spent hours out in the middle of the sand, in the desert, looking for anything at all that we could find. I noticed something a little buzz in the metal detector, and I looked down, and the gauge went up. I said, bro, come check this out. We got a signal of something. There's something here. It's not saying what kind of metal it is, but it's saying there's something here. I got on my hands and knees and I dug out. And we found something about a foot and a half deep. And what we pulled out of the ground was whole unexpected, not at all where it should have been. There was no broken down car. There was no RVs. There was no trash anywhere. It was just dead. What the heck is this? It was slick. It was kind of a little slimy, just a little bit of being in the dirt. It was a little bit shiny with yellow slime. And it's a strange bubbling on it. This weird bubble on the metal that you don't know how it would even be there because there was no char marks on the metal. It also looks as though it's been ripped off or exploded off. Because there's rip marks through the metal. There's no cutting. It looks like it's finished.
Are they playing games with the believers?
I want to know if this piece of metal is actually from outer space, or if it's fake. And if there's any sign that there's something weird or different about it, or if it's just a plain piece of metal. I think ultimately we want more answers. We brought with you a special case. We want to sure did. Let's see what's in there. We brought the piece. Sweet. Let's see what it is. All right. Here it is. Wow. John and Hayes submitted a 12-inch by 5-inch piece of metal that they found in 2017 in Eagles, California. Really? Is there a reason why the Needle story is not as publicized as Roswell? all the other crash stories? We have this crash, and then there was an actual effort on photos. But I think a lot of people want answers in those cars. They want to know what it was. They know what you hope we can provide. Maybe some answers as to the leveling, and of course, what its competition is. Well, I'm eager to hear what the analysis has shown. All right. You good?
So we've done multiple tests. So the first thing we did was look at a mass spectrometry test.
Mass spectrometry is a highly accurate test used to identify and measure the exact composition of unknown substances at the molecular level.
So we performed that test on that material, and then we results. So the testing revealed that pure aluminum. So pure aluminum does not occur naturally. It is. It's pure aluminum.
Oh, wow. Wow. Aluminum is the third most common element on Earth, but it is highly reactive and bonds very quickly with other elements, creating metals called alloys. Because of this, pure aluminum is almost never found in its native state.
Now, I want to emphasize something here because it really bears shouting out. Pure aluminum is not used for any of our aeronautical or manufacturing processes worldwide. The aluminum that we use is an alloy or a compound. It's combined with other elements in order to strengthen it. Aluminum has a natural occurring element and is bountiful throughout the universe. It tends to be unstable. So here in our neighborhood, which is to say planet Earth, we do not use pure aluminum for aerospace fighter manufacturing.
Being in the UFO counterculture, you're familiar with the name Jack Ellen.
Absolutely, yes.
Amazing computer scientist, UFO researcher. Jack Ellen examined over 10 UFO crash sites. With Valley's research that he's done on these crash sites, there has been multiple amounts of pure aluminum.
Good.
Yeah, but there is more.
Okay.
We did one last thing. So what I have here is that,
Wow.
new kitty startup. The White House is not controlled.
We don't get big, but it's all about that form. I'm over here like that. Come on, get me some Chipotle. Shit, my little Asian girl, she went 9 miles an hour on this bitch. I took that bitch to 3. She was.
So what I have here is not evidence. This is evidence of extreme heat and destructive G-forces. Yeah. This is evidence to a crash or a ground-based explosion. It's pretty amazing, that's for sure. Mitch, what about you?
What's interesting is that this resulted from your own independent research. There is a scent trail here, and it unifies a variety of different crash sites dispersed.
On that motherfucking treadmill, man.
It's really remarkable. It is overwhelmingly likely that was retrieved a piece of material evidence from Pueblo. This is the era of the citizen seeker, and you guys are impeccable citizen seekers. Wow, this one is wow. It's a bit of a shock.
For studying, far as for the studying going, shit, fucking, let's call it 3%. So we're gonna do some more studying today, try to get that bitch up. But it looks like it's just some cables, cable standards. What is it? The OSI model, troubleshooting. That's what's up. The port number, subnetting. Fucking subnetting. Oh, big titties in that pussy. That pussy. That extraterrestrial pussy. Then you don't get a, you know what you got to offer, man. What do I have to offer? That extraterrestrial pussy.